Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another stream. It's been about a month since I guess about a month since I made last stream, but now when I'm back home, from North Macedonia, I am going to play a little bit more and just to post an occasional video and have an occasional stream. I'm going to play a short Blitz session, not sure what else to do. Not 100% sure what else to do. Probably I could do many other things, maybe some training match and so on. But anyway, let's play. Let's start off with 1d6 with the Philidor. I probably won't be only playing 1d6, and I probably won't be playing only 1d6 and 1d3. Because it's not really part of the series anymore, just a short Blitz session, so I'll be switching some openings, but for now let's start with this. Let's go c6, they'll go e4. Okay, now when my opponent has not castled, I'm gonna take here. Now there is an option of bishop takes d4, which I usually want to avoid in these structures, but considering my opponent did this move order, I cannot really do much about this. But okay, if they take with the knight, then you can go knight c5. Now this could be a small problem. Yeah, if they have to play f3, then something has gone wrong. Still not all that bad, but with these dark squared holes, usually we can do something. I'm going to try to do that something with d5. You can take with the knight, bishop d5, bishop h4, bishop f2, take. Can't say I'm too happy with that. Anyway, I'll take with the knight, because after knight d5 I feel like cd and the tempo and then bishop h4 is quite good. And if bishop takes, I'm just gonna take with the pawn, go a6, and then try to go bishop d6 and play along these dark squares. That's a good move. So there is this now. I guess I need to... No, I cannot finish the development. There's takes. Okay, then I'll play bishop e6, which I'm not thrilled about. I did something wrong there. Not 100% sure what. Okay, let's go rook c8. Not sure what my plan should be, maybe to attack this pawn, some queen a5, but then there is knight d5, queen d7 maybe? Maybe queen d7, because if b3 ever happens, then my rook has a point in c8. Bishop g5, and I can take that and take a4. How is that? I think it's quite fine. Don't really see a reason why not to play like this. Maybe there is some knight e4. Yeah, I think I can go f6 after that and then take, because if I take immediately, then there is knight f5. But okay, takes. This I'm not that concerned about, or at least I was not that concerned, because I think I can take and the rook is hanging. Can at least go queen c1 and exchange. I'm not worse there. There's something better, like take here. I mean, I'm a bit afraid that after some rook e7 or rook d7 I might get into problems. But okay, let's play for a win. Like, still there's still no threats here because it's protected. So if he goes one of these two moves, I can go rook e8, I guess. Not sure which rook though. Some rook should go to e8. Because if I go queen c1 take, then I'll have problems. I cannot go rook f7 after the trade because of rook e8. So I have to play some move like this one. Of course, I'm again dangerously low on time, as it has always been. What do I do now? Probably I cannot do much in order to play for a win. go there. Let's try to go for a win. Like if they take rook b6, I'll go rook a8 and try to push that pawn. I might lose the game because of that. Ah, there is this also. I didn't see that. Now I'm going to lose the game on time, which is of course a problem, but I don't care about the result in these online games. Which is definitely a good thing. That I stopped caring about that. Let's go king up. I might lose the game now though. Rook b5 and probably lost the position. It's a problem. Yeah. Of course I had a great position in this game, but of course bad things happened. Clearly in online chess FMs are usually stronger than me. That's has always been like that. What have I even done wrong? d5 was good. cd, like not to enter this. No, I'm already worse. Yeah, I'm just worse. Bishop g5 best. I cannot understand this, but okay. Yeah, fair enough. Nice tactics, because after takes there is rook e7 and I cannot defend checkmate. Here I'm also worse, which is unbelievable to me, but okay. And yeah, okay, here I just didn't see. I thought this has to be played and then I would have some chances, and then when I didn't see rook e7. And of course the endgame is that drawn, but they just don't have time. So of course I will lose the game. I should probably, if I actually cared about the result, I should play faster, but hello to Shelling, how are you doing? Let's go e4. Play knight c3. I'll play some sharp lines. I'm not in a great mood, especially after that last game. How does this line go? e6, knight c7, c4. I think it goes to stop this. b5 immediately. Really? It's probably still theory. Okay, queen c2 looks logical. To attack h7, like bc4, I think I could just take. I'll just go b3. Recovering, how about you? Same here. Yeah. After the North Macedonian League. Let's castle, then probably knight c3, knight e4. Or knight g3, I don't know, knight g3 or... I mean, I guess I'll put it on g3, f5 is never possible. Like, those structures with g6, f5 are really... those are aimed against the knight in g3. Now, it doesn't really seem possible. Okay, let's go rook e1. No, why did I go rook e1? Now there's bishop g3 and knight d4. Oh well, I guess that's where the queen belongs in d2. I'll have to check that queen d2 thing. I'll have to check that queen d2 thing. Oh, no, that b5 thing, sorry. Here? Maybe. When I'm up on the clock, then I'm lost. When I'm okay, I guess this is the position is not so bad after queen d4 and the trade. It's not great either, but maybe I can go for some counterplay there. I don't see how my opponent gets rid of this blockade, and I can try to push the pawn and activate this. The king f1 I should also go. To stop rook e1, c5 creates another weakness, I don't want to allow that. So maybe like this to stop rook e1. Okay, rook e7. Can give a check and go here. And then rook d7. Oh well. Then I'll just make a prophylactic move. Now if c5, rook c7, I haven't really achieved much, have I? Yeah, I don't have great counterplay. Okay, I'll go rook a4. At least this is under pressure all the time now. They cannot move the king closer, that's a problem. Okay, I'll go c5, rook c7, rook a5 then. Now this is at least defended. Maybe I can attack the pawn d4 with the king in some time. My opponent will go f5, king f6, king e5 as well, so... Okay, I'll go f3, I guess I have to. Now here. I have to try to run my king up, but... I'm not sure, allowing bishop f1 might backfire. I go there, king d5, that's a problem. Then I'll go back here. Well, of course, I'm probably just lost ever since, or not lost, but if not lost, then worse, ever since I blundered the d4 pawn. That's the problem when you play stuff you don't really know that much about. Okay, I'll go f4 now. If the king goes there, I'll try to route the bishop. And if the rook c5, I'll take a7. Let's give a check first to kick the king away. Okay, check. Now the king is cut off. Now it's far from clear, I think. Let's go a4. I could have taken as well, but I'll take now. Let's go here. I'm hoping for rook a4, take, and then the pawn game is, I think, quite good because through king a4, bishop e6. Oh, I didn't even see this. How am I so bad? How am I so bad in chess? Maybe I can shut the rook. No, I cannot shut the rook. Why am I giving up a pawn again? No idea why. Oh my, what a bad game. And I'll lose it on time, that's another problem. There's bishop d5. But now I won the game. Okay. The high quality blitz is definitely there. So, yeah, the high quality blitz is there. So is this b5 really like theory? c5 and bishop e4. I mean, c2 I'm worse with bc4. Strange. This position was quite good for me, and then I just blundered. Just queen d2, yeah. Just queen d2. Okay, let's play again. I'll try to play at least one decent game, maybe in the English rat. Let's see if my opponent is familiar with the course. Queen d2 is the main move, queen d1 is another move. Bishop g5, really. This is not typical. I think I should take the bishop immediately. Because then my bishop in g7 is going to be extremely strong without its counterpart. Why am I losing time? Is everything fine with the stream? I think I'm losing time. At one moment it was... I just lost a couple of seconds. Oh well. I go here. No, not quite. Then I'll just castle. I don't think I'll run into some kind of an attack there, because without the dark squared bishop, I think it's not very likely. They go g4, queen g5. That's often an idea. Okay, I'll try. g4 with queen g5. And then h5. Just to kick the knights away. I've seen knight e4, but they have queen a5. Then maybe, no, not bishop c4. Then it's just h5 to defend this. Okay, h5 I should definitely play anyway. Okay, knight d5. Let's defend stuff. The knight's coming to f4, I'm pretty sure about that. But this knight on h4, if it stays here, it's going to be a really bad piece throughout the game. I don't want to give up this bishop. My opponent... Okay, this, but... Yeah, maybe my opponent wanted to provoke rook e5, because this square is for some other piece. In general, not for the rook. Okay, I'll go here. Knight d5 I've seen, but with the bishop and d8... No, I'm blundering now. Great. I wanted to say bishop and d8 covers and it can take h4, but now not only his knight is free, but it also took my rook. So it could not have gone much worse than that. h5 is hanging, and then I guess I have to go to g5. My position is probably still not so bad. Okay, I'll go c6, maybe bishop b6 is a good idea here. Unfortunately, this pawn is hanging as well. Okay, I'll go bishop b6, rook d6, knight g4 takes. I have this, hopefully. Hopefully. Hello to Anov. How is my day? It could be better. Thanks for the question. And in tourney, I've just come back from the North Macedonian League, so after that I'm not playing anything for a while. So I'm just losing games here only on not only chess on chess.com. I'll take with the bishop. Maybe pawn takes was better with this. I was kind of hoping for some attacks here. Rook d3 probably holds everything, which is very annoying, to be honest. Bishop f5. A rook d4. That's I'll definitely take. And I'll play this endgame, I guess. I could have gone here as well. Now I want to go for the b3 pawn. Need to be very careful about some checkmating ideas. But with the bishop on e6, I don't think they're a problem. Now I can try to push the a pawn down the board. Let's go rook a2. Really? How does this work? Like without the rooks? What's stopping that pawn? I don't think anything's stopping that pawn, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, can't say that was a great game, but it was surely fighting. How was that? I had 5 points out of 7, so I was relatively happy with my performance. I got some rating as well. And now I'm back home to work more and prepare for next tournaments. So how to play this stuff? Obviously not castles, as the engine says so. So just here first. Or maybe even this. I briefly considered this kind of positions to give up the bishop, but it's not logical to give up this bishop. Still, I guess these kind of positions with long castles have some attacking potential. Like castle, then h5, maybe the knight goes there, and yeah. Basically, we're playing against this knight. This makes a lot of sense. This is instructive to take the knight. g4, take the knight, and then queen g5. Because the way I played was the same idea, but apparently now this bishop, even though it looks very nice, somehow hits empty space, and yeah, it was just worse. There, now I blundered this stuff. Even though I blundered it, apparently it's not good for white. Quite kind of surprised there. c6 was good. Bishop g4. Why bishop g4? So I guess the engine wants Rook d6. Yeah, the engine wants the knight. Like the engine wants the knight to survive on g4, because the way I played, then the bishop survived on g4, not the knight. Yeah, this I briefly considered, so knight h5 was working. Knight h5 would have to go there, and then he has the same thing, yeah. And with rook d4 immediately, now the endgame, I think it's preferable for black. I think I proved that nicely. Yeah, he never got those things he was dreaming of, like g4, then rook e8, knight here, g5, and so on, but he's never in time because I can keep the king away. Okay, can't say I'm too proud of that game, but a win is a win. Hello to Normal Super. Is the opponent really from Japan? Unlikely, but you can put any flag you want. It says Hakari, which is probably some... I never watched anime, but it's probably some anime. There are some IMs or FMs who put anime characters and names, which I don't know why, but they do that. And they never put their real names, so it could be anyone. So, what's up with you, chat? Have you missed all these beautiful streams and the horrible chess moves? I'm not getting an opponent, which probably means... No, I got the opponent. Okay. Let's play something else against the Caro now. Bishop f5. Let's play h4. Queen c7. Okay, I'll go c4. Really? Bishop b1. So now, what's the point of this? Something like this or what? Okay, I'll go b4. See space. Maybe trying to go c5 or b5. So let's see, b5. Bishop b4. I don't think it's a problem. Honestly, I prefer allowing and trading the bishops. I prefer this over a3 and opening my opponent's rook. How is this any good? This I've seen, but I can't possibly believe this is good for black. Like, my bishop will come to b5 with a tempo, and also my rook on the b5 will have perfect sense here. Will make perfect sense here. Okay, I can take this pawn, but then I'm giving a lot of counterplay to my opponent. Then I'm just going to develop the pieces. Normally, castle here. I want to keep the bishop, I think. Maybe I'll put it on f4. Knight g6, I'm just gonna go here and then h5. h5 I want to play anyway, I think. Okay, now maybe not. I'll try to make a tricky move, queen c1. It's like I'm aiming here, but actually I want either this or a3. Does knight f5 really solve the problem so easily? I don't think so. Maybe I'm blundering something, but let's see. g4, this is not possible because of the pin, and here we go a3. Something like takes and g5, but then I just take. Looks like a winning position for me. Unless I'm blundering something big, but I don't think I am. Never watched anime? Man, you're a walking red flag. If you say so. That's why I'm single for the last 10 years. And hope to stay that way. At b4. Now if I go yeah, I can go here actually first. Queen d7 or queen c8 are not possible. Now I'll just retreat the bishop and enjoy my extra piece. How bad can it be? Let's go here. That move I didn't have to make. Okay, let's try to attack then. h5, then g5. That's the plan. Can even go g5 immediately. But okay, let's go bishop h3. Let's go king away. Now I want to route the rook here as well. Queen f4, g5. Should be easy with a piece up, but I've lost worse. I'll go g5 immediately. Why not? Okay, knight to queen f4. Take. Guess I take that as well. I didn't do this in the most precise way. I might even lose on time now. I'll try not to do that. Hello to K.S. Heezy, or sorry if I mispronounced. Let's go here. How can you improve? I mean, probably just by studying tactics and playing openings you're very familiar with in openings you're very familiar with in Blitz and Bullet. You need to learn an opening really well, and then you can blitz out the moves and always have the time edge on the clock. That's the best way to improve in Blitz and Bullet, I think. Let's take the pawn. Knight d5, bishop e6. Okay. Yeah, and also it's important to notice all the tactical motives very quickly, so some puzzles will also help. Single for 10 years? I see you're a rookie, I'm single for 33 years. Yeah, what can you do? So yeah, queen c7. I mean, c4 is one of the moves. g4 is the main move. It's whenever you go g4 in these lines, then the position opens up, and it's always very double-edged. And with c4, you gain some kind of positional gain, some grip, and I enjoy this more. b4 was not so good. c5 immediately, just to play for more space. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. b5 wrong. Why is every single move I make wrong? This cb5, this cannot be good. This is just not a good move. Bishop c1. Then I want to go a3 immediately. Fair enough. Queen c1 wrong. Great. I was proud of that move. And there is some very engine-ish line. Take a3. Bishop c3. And somehow it holds. I don't know, but this is not human. Knight f5, g4. I was proud of that move as well. Engine says it's garbage. Queen c8. I'm not very sharp with tactics today. Okay, just going for g5 and all-out attack was fine. The bishops are extremely strong. So yeah, the rest of the game was fine. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, I'll play d6. You can't... It's in my genes now. It's in my blood. How is the expression? Let's play the Philidor endgame. Bishop d2. Okay, I'll go c6. Like, if you can, you should play c6 usually. Knight to 3, I would have to be careful. Knight d7, there is knight g5, but knight to 3, I had bishop d6. They go b5 or not? I want to go b5. Why not? Play it for the initiative. Knight d7, maybe knight c5 and take the bishop. Interesting. I can go b4 and take on e4. Okay. I'll ask him to show me the money. Yeah, I could have done that a move before as well. But my knight was still on b8. It was a bit tricky. At least now this is defended, so there is no rook e1, rook e5. Also, I want to go here, if I can. Like bishop e3, take, knight f2. Okay, if I take the bishop, I'm surely fine. But you know me, I'm always materialistic and greedy. So I'll take a rook. Maybe I won't live enough to regret it, but I'll take the rook. Go king d8. Guess this is a must because bishop f7 I can escape. Maybe f6 is better than bishop d6. I'm not sure, but I don't want to give up the f7 pawn. Again, my materialism gets in the way. Prioritizing the pawn over a development move. I'm not sure it's good, but we'll see. Hello to Artem Chess. d6 like Chad. d6. Yeah, use the chessable command. Check the course. Let's not blunder this. My opponent is finding some resilient moves. Okay, I'll go bishop d6. Hoping for something here, because in the end I have bishop g4. I think I have a very good position, but still one needs to prove it. I can take on a7, for example. Can I go king b7? Yeah, probably I can. Here I can take. And then do something clever. Maybe bishop g4 and rook a8, yeah. This looks relatively good. So now bishop b6, I can take a4. Okay. That was a decent Philidor endgame, I guess. Let's play one more. Somehow I've started winning games, which is very strange. Let's play bishop b5 check, some sideline. Let's go a4. I'm very, how to say, not familiar with what I'm doing here. g6. I'll invent a new line with b3. I'm pretty sure this doesn't exist. Now I should probably take, so to avoid bishop g4 and this bishop remaining trapped on d7. Knight f d7. Okay, knight c3 looks normal. h4. Does it make sense to attack here? I don't know. He can go h6 and h5, g5. I don't think it's really. Oh, e5. I don't like that move for my opponent. My knight is heading towards c4 now, and this could be a big problem with knight b5. Because even after f5, f4, and so on, I don't think. Okay, I'll go back for now, then I'll chase the knight away with a5. I don't think there is too much attacking potential here for black, but I might be wrong on this one. So let's see. Knight c4, knight f6. Now I don't have knight b5 anymore, which I wanted to play. Interesting. Long f4, f3, I'm also not so convinced about. Then I'll play f3. So after f4 I'll put one knight on d5, the other one on c4, or at least I'll try to do that. But if I go here knight f6, I cannot put it on d5 anymore. Then I'll put it on this one on d5. And I'll try to go either b4 or knight e2 to kick the other one away from here. Rook b1, b4 is relatively tempting. But a5 is hanging, which is a problem. Oh, I have to play faster. I really do. I'll go here then. Maybe I can try to break through here. Or at least with b4 first. Maybe knight e6, b4 takes queen b1. Something like this. Or if this is allowed, then rook b1 is coming. Okay, nothing new in the chat. It could also backfire because like there's takes on c2, but there's okay, some sharp position. The clock is going to be extremely important as well. Both sides have their pluses and minuses. This is hanging right there, of course. Now I can go d4, which I will do. Take. And the knight is very nicely placed in c5, but d6 is weak, and my knight is coming towards f5 if he doesn't take it. But if he does take it, there are other problems connected with e5 or rook d1 and the attack on this pawn in the future. e5, knight e6 or what? Okay, I'll go rook d1 first. Just put a new piece into play. Maybe it was not precise to put that rook. I should have put the other one. Okay, now I'll go e5 to try to open up things. Yeah, this was maybe the wrong rook. Probably the rooks belong on d1 and d1. Oh well. Let's go queen e4. I could have taken an a7, but rook c2 is something I feel like is unnecessary to allow. Now I want to go knight f6. Okay, I'll go to e1 because after queen e2 there was maybe queen e8 with the pin. Oh, what kind of a move was that? How am I messing up these positions? The positions I'm having are really great. Until I play some inaccuracy and then I'm just like busted out immediately. King g6, I have rook e5 still. Maybe it's not so bad, but it was very unnecessary. Where do I go? Here, probably. Oh man. What have I done out of that position? Can you even go to f5? Okay, I'll take a pawn now. There is no checkmate, at least not yet, but that could change if I'm not careful. Like, maybe now. She should take on a5. Now my only chance is the clock, which is like a paradox. Considering how I always lose on time. Now it's my only chance. Okay. It wasn't. Yeah, it was interesting. It was surely better there, but okay, b3 surely doesn't exist. It cannot be good, but I was just making it up. Here I had a very good position, I think. So f3 was wrong. Ef and f4. I was thinking about this, but if what, then I'm opening the g file for my opponent, and yeah. Queen b4, knight c5. This was very, very good, surely. Like, we have a safer king. Rook f d1. Why did I play that move? The rooks belong on d1 and e1, not on e1 and a1. Why would I have the rook on a1? e5, not even necessary. Knight b4, simply. Simple chess. The engine is very simple. Attack the pawn, take the pawn. Here, knight f6. I cannot believe I made that move. And of course I was dead lost then, so... And in the previous game, I'm also going to analyze the previous game for, like, briefly. Because usually, okay, bishop d2 or any other move, if you can play c6 in the endgame, you usually should. That's why very often they play this, this line. Bishop c4, king e8, knight f3, that's why this is the main line. Bishop g5, knight d7, then long castles, then you cannot play c6, then this knight is not restricted. And these side lines, I mean, they're possible, but I never really believed in them. But okay, maybe like the engines find f4 and some advantage for white as well. Not sure if this is covered in the course. b4 was wrong. So, just a5. Yeah, knight g5. This I've seen, but I thought I should take this one actually. Rook e1. Great. And somehow I'm lost. Okay. Learning a lot from these nonsense engine lines. After 95, 95, yeah, now there's just not enough firepower left. Like, my king is safe. Okay, nothing new in the chat. We could play against Artem again, but somehow okay, considering I'm playing I'll play different openings, then it's not really important. With d6 it was important to switch opponents. With d6 it was important to switch opponents, but with in these lines it's not so important. Okay, I'll go h6, because I can play everything now. I'll play the Caro, for example. Here, I'll play this sideline, bishop h7. Let's play c5. A rare sideline. Which, hopefully, my opponent is not familiar with. The problem is, I'm also not too familiar with it. How is it going? Was it knight c6 here? Take. ef7, king f7, queen d3, knight f6, something like this was the line. I vaguely remember this. Don't hold me to that. This is not 1d6 and I have not written a course on this, so I can be wrong in this. Okay, I'll take. Here, then I have to go back. Or knight f4. Ah, knight f4 is interesting, yeah. Can probably go queen d6 then. These lines are extremely sharp always. DC. Okay, knight f6, knight f4. It's one of the lines I can also take, but I feel like I should prioritize my development here. So either e5 or knight f6 should be the most, probably. I'll probably regret playing this sharp and incorrect lines. But okay, if I can develop my pieces, then I'll have a nice position. This king can also be in the danger zone at some point, because he can never short castle, and long castles, well, it's also not that ideal. By the way, is everything fine with the stream? I could use that confirmation. So my opponent is probably hoping for d4 long castle, then some queen g6. Like if I take something, then queen g6, which is fair. King f7 is an ugly move to play. Then we'll go here. Queen g6 forces king here, but it also wastes time. He should probably do that though. Knight f6 was very slow, I think. Okay, now I can long castle. Now I'm relatively happy. Relatively happy, meaning that I don't think I'm lost anymore. No, queen g6, my king is a bit safer. Ah, but my pawn is not safe. Forgot about that. Go d4, takes king b8. Oh, whatever. I had to do something. Let's go away. If I don't take a piece, then I'll get exterminated. So at least I have to take a piece and die with a blade in my hand, as they say. The stream is working fine, appreciated. Queen a5 doesn't work before d6. Okay, just a second. I don't think so. But... okay, so what's the big deal here? Bishop d4. Oh, so if I take, queen e5 is going to be played. And somehow it's hard to develop both pieces. Okay, I'll go knight f6 then. I really need to develop the rest of my forces with this and bishop c5. Like, it doesn't matter that I'm giving up some pawns back, it's just less important. So when I take, right? I like my position less and less with every single move. Now there is knight c7. Let's defend stuff. There's still knight c7, come on. Fortunately my opponent didn't see that. Queen b8 or what? Maybe here to get the tempo, if I can get rid of this with a6. Why am I losing time? It says reconnecting all the time. I can't believe that. No, okay, I blundered into checkmate, but it says reconnecting. I'm sure you guys are seeing this. It's just... like, I'm losing time because of this. Okay, I was probably lost and my opponent deserved to win, but... yeah, this is annoying. Okay. The line itself is just not very good. That's, of course, the first problem. Queen d7 and then long castles. Yeah, that makes sense. Now queen g6 was better. Knight f6. And somehow now it's good. Because I developed the knight. And d4 immediately was not good. Knight d4... supposed to take this. Yeah, this was a nice find. Here it was a big problem. Okay. That's what you get when you play the stuff you don't know much about. Hello to Smart Sky. Hello, sure going to a party? No. I was just in the church before the stream. Chess.com is lagging. Chess.com is lagging. So it's problem for everyone. By the way, stream is working perfect. I was just checking info of the course. Okay, glad to hear. You can use the Chessable command. It will lead you straight there. Yeah. I mean, even in the North Macedonian League, even though the course has been published for like a long time, still I played against GM Indrich and he was not really preparing against this, so I made a comfortable draw with black. Unlike the first time when he beat me convincingly in the Bundesliga. Chess after church? That's education or addiction? I mean, I haven't streamed in some time, so. Chess.com is struggling? No, that's unheard of. If you say so. I'm new to Chess.com. Relatively new. Considering I wasn't playing for like a year and a half, and then I decided to get the account back. Okay, I'll play e4. GM Jumabayev, strong player. He's playing these crappy lines. Okay, d6 even. Okay, I'll just make the most normal setup against this. He also likes to play bullet, maybe. Wait. It's like he's blitzing out all his moves. It's like 259 it was. I don't know. Okay, I guess I have to take this one, then I'll go queen d2. Okay, take. d5 maybe I should go. It's double-edged, but okay, after takes there's rook b1 as far as I can see. So he goes c5 for that reason, not b3. Let's go rook a2, protect like this and keep the rook on the open file. His brain is in ultra bullet mode. Oh, did I have that known motive with b4? Queen b4, rook b1. No, there was still knight d4. Okay. Fair enough. b3, then I should use the old Benoni motive with knight d2, knight c4 at some point. Queen e1 maybe first, and then knight d2, something like that. This knight on c3 is always very dumb in this structure. I'm not sure if you can hear the outside noise, but it's quite loud because there is a football game, Dinamo Zagreb against someone, so probably they just scored. In case you heard. Okay, I'm hoping that Rinat is thinking and that I'm not like losing time. Yeah, okay. Good. So I guess I should take this. And now it's time to start rerouting my pieces. Queen e1 seems like a good start. Frees up the square. Like the knight on f3 has no real purpose there. Now queen b4, that's a good move. I guess e4 is hanging now. This could be a small problem. Hopefully not too big of a problem. Knight g4, I can go probably bishop d2 even. Should have done something else, not queen e1. Today I broke the 2900 barrier in bullet and late chess for the first time, feeling like a spring chicken now. Well, congratulations on that, Mr. Schelling. You're now the bullet master. Okay, I'll take and go bishop d2 as planned. I think Sven did the same thing recently, like broke that barrier. I think he was also happy. Last week I also broke 3100 in chess.com bullet. For some reason I was playing it during the North Macedonian League. It didn't really impact my performance. Okay, I'll go g5. I think this is a good strategical decision to like just fix these pawns and get some more space. can go knight e5, take queen a1, but I'm not that scared. I don't know if I should go g3 or f4, but I'll just play g3 to... That way the king is not so weak. Now I guess it's time to start pushing my passed pawn. This bishop is extremely stupid. I can play against that bishop for the rest of the game. Any bishop and pawn endgame should be winning very easily because of this passed pawn. So let's push it. b5 probably. Don't see a reason not to. Oh, maybe that was the reason not to. Now his bishop at least has potential. Oh, why didn't he take that with the queen? Why did I allow all of this even? Okay, it's time to speed up. Hope for the best. I want to go bishop g2 because the queen in pawn endgame should be easily winning. But bishop g2 he can take in queen d5, so I have to make another move first. I don't know which one that is. Also I could have chucked his king several times. We'll do that now. Maybe I can go to f4. Okay, let's go here. Oh, like queen f2 I want to go here and here. And bishop takes, I'll go queen b8 and now take. How do I defend this? With king g1 maybe. What's wrong with this? Now I won on time because the chess.com is lagging for him probably. What a horrible game. I was winning out of the opening though, but then I messed up. Yeah, he was in ultra bullet mode here. And I even got to a lost position because of too much thinking. I'm pretty sure everything here... Oh. Bishop d2 immediately. And somehow this was not so clean, but I thought this is totally winning. Here I allowed him some counterplay. There's no need. And then for some reason he took with the bishop, which is completely unneeded. Okay, I'll play a rematch. I want to play d6 now. Close chess, come and go watch the game. No, I've never been to a football match in real life. It's just not my thing. Crowds are not my thing. Queen b3, now queen c8 is the move here, right? If I remember correctly. Then there is this bishop g2, now I'm the one who has reconnecting. And then knight d8, and then we followed this Giri Donchenko line from the course. Here I think knight e4 was the move. If h3, then you can go either here or take, depending on what the opponent does. And the knight on d8 looks dumb, but then you reroute it here. Or e6 and then via e6. When the bishop comes to e4, then you can usually give it up on f3. And it's quite nice. He wants to go to d4. That does make sense. Okay, I'll start with knight c5 then. Force the queen somewhere, either to e3. Okay, what's the threat now? Is knight d4? Okay, this knight to d4, but if this knight to d4, I can go bishop b4. Oh, he's hoping for this, that I'm quite sure of. Okay, I'll just castle now. This I don't believe in. Like rook 8 I cannot play. For some reason I thought I can play this in knight d3. But still, I don't believe in queen e7. Maybe I can just go back here and then like open things up. castles I can take here, and knight d4 I have bishop e4 or bishop d7. I don't think it's a problem. Like, he took some space, but my pieces are relatively open and active, so he wants to go for the attack. That makes sense. Can now finally go c6 though, or I can go h6 to stop the advance for now, but this is still very dangerous. I think I need to open up the position here. Can even give up this one. Okay, I'll give up the bishop if he wants to take it. He doesn't. This is a problem. This knight on d8 is an extreme problem now. With this he can go to h3. Maybe that doesn't matter all that much. Just goes there. Okay, I really need to end. This knight has to come to play now. If I don't bring this knight, I'll probably just lose. Hello to Random DG. And last moment triple stack to save the day. So d5 I didn't even see. Maybe that was also quite good. This stuff hanging. Okay, I'll go here and maybe f5. F4 is dangerous. Maybe now I can retreat the bishop. I can take and go f5, but that's dangerous. I'll retreat the bishop for now. I still don't know what I'll do with this thing. If it takes, maybe I should take like fg. No, I'll take bishop g actually, and then f5, knight f7. I feel like this construction is hard to break. f5, he'll take and go queen g5. Queen f7. Yeah, he has a lot of counterplay. Then I'll go rook c8, bring the last piece into play. The flagging is going to be important. Be a factor now, which I don't like. So now he's exploiting this. I have to take with this pawn. This is now a huge problem. Now I don't have counterplay. Here I'll have to go there because checkmate is threatened and bishop h3 is threatened as well. So I cannot go rook e8 like I planned. Lovely. You can also take and go bishop h3. It's also totally winning, unfortunately for me, just because of this knight. He chooses that option. Okay, let's play fast. What can I do? Not much of a choice at this point. But he's faster than me. He knows he should just play fast and he'll win the game easily. There's bishop e6 as well, maybe. And there's rook b7 in the end. He didn't see that. Rook h8, rook b7 he had, but this is more than enough for him. Unfortunately for me. Oh man, what a time scramble. But he deserved to win that game. I didn't play well. And I'm very curious what I did wrong actually, because this h3 is a plan which is new to me. I don't think it's given in the course. Ending position of last game. Dumb joke. No, I just didn't get, sorry, I was focused on the game. What was the last game? Yes, those 3 pawns, yeah, the triple pawns. h3, knight c4. What's wrong with Chesterton? c6. So knight d4, knight c5, queen e3. Bishop b4. Didn't we get there? No, we didn't, because I castled prematurely. So like this, and then bishop e4. Now h4 is not so good because I haven't castled yet. This was instructive. Maybe I should put this in the course, because I know h3 is not critical. Bishop g5 or knight d4 are critical. But okay, after knight c5, yeah, here it was. Bishop is queen e7 was working, surprisingly. Somehow I still had a good position, but I was supposed to take. Knight b5, I was sure it's a very good move. Should have just taken there. Yeah, and here I'm just busted. Here, yeah, I don't have counterplay because of the d8 knight, and he got everything he wanted. It doesn't matter if he messed up in time scramble. He deserved to win that game. I would feel really bad if I won that game. It's important that I learned something about the structure. Okay. Let's go d4 now. I was playing e4 mostly today. I don't know how many games I will still play. Let me play my main lines. Main lines in Blitz, at least. Knight d2, knight f2. The point is to play a3 and then put this knight in c3. That's the whole point of this line. I'm hoping for c5. That's the main move, but it's also a bad move. And now I'll show you why. Because now if d6, e4, I get the Benoni structure, and after queen f3 he is lost, because he cannot defend material. And I've used this to beat like Ding Liren, Le Kwang, Kovalenko, Bosiocic, many people in Blitz and Rapid, because they don't know this. So this is something you can definitely remember. It could be useful for you. I've also beaten Fedoseev in an over the board Blitz game. He was not very happy. Knight c6, e4 is usually how they play. And then you always have some escape square with the queen, either a6 or the other one. Bishop f6. What was the move here? Is it just long castle? I don't remember. It's still not clear, the position, like it's not easily winning, but it is winning. I would be able to go there. Check. We go knight e3 maybe. Yeah, I'll go knight e3. The queen should still not be trappable. Okay, a6 to cut off the square. I think I have rook d1. Or knight cd5. The queen c7. Or bishop. No, bishop a6 is not good, because this threatens rook a7. Okay, queen f6. Now my opponent is playing for this kind of counterplay. I guess go rook c1. Queen f4 and then bishop e2. Now at least I don't have to worry about the queen getting trapped. If I can castle, I'm just easily winning, I guess. Levitov did great analyze in that line. I didn't know that. Okay, let's castle. Because rook e3, take rook. Oh, how am I so bad in chess? This is unbelievable. Like, I forgot that this is hanging. Now I have to go here, and it's not clear at all. The position is not clear anymore whatsoever. He needs to be careful where to go, because d7 might be hanging. If some stupid square, then I'll take here. No, there's also this. Oh man. Out of a totally winning position, I'll probably lose the game. Because now my opponent has 3 pawns, and for the exchange, still this knight is dumb. They do have some counterplay. Let's go h3 first. Secure the king. Let's go queen c7. I want to stop knight e5 for now. Maybe I can go rook e8 at a good moment. I don't need the rook on f file because f7 is well defended. He still needs to find some good moves to win this game. And knight e5 is going to be played now, unfortunately for me. Which is going to make my life a misery. I'll go here probably. Hoping for some king there and then I can take. It's not going to happen. Let's go queen d2. g5 maybe or what? e5, rook d1, rook d8, yeah. Let's go rook e4, go away from forks. Knight c4 can be played now. Now it cannot be played. The problem with the position is that I cannot activate my rooks at all. Because there are no open files. And for the rooks you need open files. I wandered this pawn. Great. But I'm up on the clock for the first time in forever. Let's stop t4 for now. Maybe rook b2 or something. How do I create any counterplay? I was supposed to take that pawn. Okay, I'll take it now. That doesn't work, does it? I mean, I was winning out of the opening, so won't feel too bad about this, but I managed to mess it up big time. Where did I go wrong there? This is immediately lost. Bishop b5. Yeah, I have all of this in my analysis somewhere, but hard to remember the exact moments in the game. Knight c4, I'm lost. Bishop c3, rook b8, and then queen f6. Knight e5 then. And now I just castle into oblivion instead of just going g3 first and then castling. What a disaster. Blundering everything. Good sport waiting till time is gone. I mean, probably I don't blame people for that. We know how intense this can be emotional. I also am guilty of doing that many times. If I don't, it's like something psychological. When the opponent wins a losing position, then you have kind of a feeling they didn't deserve to win the game, so they don't deserve that you resign or something like this. But in general, you should always resign. I agree, but I definitely don't blame people if they don't do that, and hopefully people don't blame me either. Still, this should be taken as practice and nothing more. The tournaments are important. This is just not as important. Okay, b6. Against this one, I'll just go e5 and play the typical King's Indian attack with h4, h5, knight h2, knight g4, and so on. So very often players are not that familiar with the arising structures here. Yeah, this is like, usually you should not play f6. Usually white is always better if they play f6. However, you still need to prove it, because often they can get counterplay with e5 and these kind of moves. Okay, I'll go knight h2 for now. Maybe knight e3 was better. And this is possible, but then maybe c4 is... And c4 is typical for this, just to open up the bishop, so I'll play it. My opponent should wait not to touch this, I guess, and then wait for some knight b4, knight d4, but then I also get some squares. I feel like this should be a good change of the structure for me. Oh, hello to Puff Marius, sweet trade. for the raid with a party of 90. Thank you very much to Puff. Hope you had a great stream. Willkommen. Heute streamen wir auf Englisch, nicht auf Deutsch. Okay, wie immer. Selten habe ich auf Deutsch gestreamt. Aber willkommen and welcome everyone. Just 1 second while I give a shout out to Puff Morris. Hope you had a great stream. And guys, don't forget to follow Puff Morris. I'm following him for a long time, so please do the same. Do I take the pawn or not? What were you doing on your stream? I think I take the pawn. Hello to Shahlatan. Did I play Freestyle Friday today? I only played a couple of games. I lost to Nakamura some totally winning position, then I just closed the tournament, then I went to the church. That's basically how it was. This is a nice tactical find, unfortunately. Didn't see this. Okay, I guess I'll play like this, try to mix things up. Okay, he takes an h2. I thought he was going to take the other one. He wants this. Now I'll allow rook f2, go king g3, and just try to do something with this pass pawn. But this was a nice tactic by my opponent. Puff did German, hello to us now. Puff did German, CM Dinekeshka, as always. CMs don't underestimate CMs. I've lost so many games against CMs. Okay, rook f1 is the first thing to look at. d7, threatening here. Okay, my opponent is scared of that. I'm happy to see. Oh, why didn't I go to g5? Maybe it was not much. h6. Knight d5. Okay, let's go rook e1. I'm hoping that I might have some tricks here. Like knight f4. Wait, does this work? Yeah, it works, unfortunately. d7, he just takes. And I have to go like this, and then protect the pawn and try to run the king down the board. Go here. Position is objectively lost, but I'll definitely fight on with this pass pawn. It's not so obvious, I think. Let's go back. Let's go here. I want to bring the king up. I don't have a lot of counterplay, unfortunately. Let's go h5. I'll try to put the pawn here. In case I ever manage to go rook f7, this is going to be a problem. That's why my opponent is so determined to stop that. Let's go a3. Now it's just a pure time scramble, and flagging comes to play. Yeah. Okay, now I got some chances, right? Hopefully. Not many chances, unfortunately, though. I give up the bishop and oh, I hate flagging. Even if I win this game, I still hate flagging. But I won't win it. Yeah, I'm sure I was totally winning out of the opening, but then later I just messed up because I didn't see that tactical trick. Hello to Sasha. I saw your game against Hikaru, had a draw his position. I finished with 6 out of 11. I mean, I was totally winning. In the end, it was a draw, then I messed up in time travel, but before that, I was totally winning. This position is worse for me. This is new. I always assumed these structures were always good. C4 immediately. Okay, bishop f4, this was the move I considered for a long time. Just to stop this bishop d6 e5. Maybe just play like this. Or with queen e2 knight e5. So it's good to learn. It's good to learn these things. Queen d5 first, of course. Then there is no tactic. Oh man. Did I have something here? Probably not. Only in the end I managed to make a draw. D7 first and then rook e7, of course. Then I keep both pawns. Not to give up a pawn for no reason. If I was just a bit smarter, I could have won the game. But okay, doesn't matter. After I won that lost position, opponents deserve some of those points as well. I don't know how many more games I'll play. The stream has been going on for some time. How much? 1.5 hours. Should I challenge some of the top guys, considering there are no opponents? No, I don't think so. I can just wait, play anyone. Yeah, this episode I'll put on YouTube. I think there has been quite a lot of instructive moments, and I also think that people got a bit fed up with d6, so it's good that I've been switching openings a bit, especially with white. The 1d3 stuff is not really all that popular. Okay, it's time to find some opponents. Maybe I can find it with this custom challenge. Oh, I got an opponent. Sana Al-Wahab. He's playing the Turkish league though. Let's play the French. The King's Indian attack against me. But with knight e2. Now I'll play the setup with g6, bishop g7, considering his knight is passively placed. Try to go b6, bishop a6. Maybe take at some point, bishop d3. Considering the knight is there, my opponent was not able to go e5 because I would be able to take it. I guess queen d7 is good. With rook d8. This is a target. And knight e5 is going to help with the attack of that target. And it's all because this knight is on e2. So if I go here, c4 is the idea. Then I'll go rook d8 first. Bishop g5, I'll go f6. I don't think it matters. Let's go h6 now, maybe f5 then. How are these motives with f5, knight b4? Both rooks are there, so probably they're not ideal. Just play normal King's Indian style. e5 to stop d4 forever, then f5, rook e8. All the typical stuff. I've taken this e5 square for my pieces though, but let's go king h7. It's also a typical move here. And now I basically have more space and some pleasant advantage, but white also doesn't have that many weaknesses. What do I play for in this kind of structures? a6, b5, probably not. Double with the rooks, maybe. Okay, I'll go queen c7 for a start. Maybe I can double here. Also to protect this in advance. Okay, I don't know. Let's go here. Wahab is very dangerous in Blitz. He knows how to make moves, like good moves quickly. 93. I don't think I want to trade, honestly, because I have more space, and when you have more space, you don't want to trade. Let's put the queen on f7. Now I may be running into some tactics. Knight f5, take knight g5 with bishop e4s. I should definitely put the king here. Can I go g4? No, then there is knight f5. Knight d4 also doesn't work. Okay, then I have to go there, allow g4. I'm not sure how bad allowing g4 is, though. Doesn't even want to play it. Can I go c4 and then e4? Yeah. Let's do something before I lose in time. Which might happen, because I want to go here and then go here with the knight. That would be like the perfect way to end the game. And I blundered a full pawn. Great. Just great. And it says reconnecting again. That move, I'm not sure is also all that good. Now I have my own chances. What is this? What is this position? Let's go to c6 to protect stuff. He cannot take here twice. Let's go knight e4, put some pressure and reroute the knight. No, that's a problem. Two pawns are hanging. That's a huge problem now. Everything is hanging, including my connection, because it says reconnecting all the time here. They're playing for time so much. It's unbelievable. I don't know how he played today in the Turkish league. Maybe he lost, that's why he's playing. I mean, this is like when somebody plays fast moves quickly, then this is a typical online blitz game. You get a great position because they're just making quick moves, and then because they have no weaknesses, you struggle to find a plan, and they just make quick moves, and then you suddenly realize you don't have time, and then you lose. Here maybe I was supposed to take. This is relatively simple to take, and then go c4, then just all the same. I was more greedy than that. I was trying to find the best move, which is not a good strategy for blitz. Yeah, just didn't see f5 was hanging. Of course, objectively I'm winning. Okay, let's play 3 more games. Three more games, and then that's it. In case I get the opponent. And I'm not getting an opponent. Okay, I got an opponent now. Let's play Benoni. How about that? It's been a long time since I played the Benoni. Okay, let's go a6. Taking here is not recommended. Let's go bishop g4 here. I'm not that familiar with this line, I have to admit. When they delay and put this knight here. It surely has a point with the knight coming to c4. Now maybe I can exploit the moment and go knight d7 because h3, maybe I can go here. hg, there is this. And then my opponent, I can trade 2 pairs of pieces, and in the Benoni it's good to trade 2 pairs of pieces, but take, bishop g7, d6. I like it actually. Let's do that. And then I'll just focus on bishop g7, castle, rook b8, b5, and this Benoni stuff. Let's take, go here. Bishop f4 is what they often play. Then you castle, go rook e8, queen e7, knight d7, knight e5, and so on. My opponent goes for the early e5. I can take that, maybe go knight e8. I'm honestly not that concerned. This is a typical reply in the Benoni against this. Then you get the knight to d6. And with the knight and d6 against this stupid... Like strategically, what I'm saying is right, but tactically it's wrong, considering I blundered a pawn. So I was just supposed to play something else here. Queen c7 first, and then this. Oh man, I'm blundering really a lot today. Even more than normally. Let's go rook c2, attack stuff. And I still think I'm not even worse. Because this knight is just better than the bishop, I have the blockade and the active rooks. The question is, what's my plan? Rook e6, I don't think is a problem. Take here. I'd be very surprised if that's a problem. Rook e2 is more likely to be played, yeah. Now I can maybe go to d4, but I don't know if that makes any sense. Then I'll just double and exchange 1 pair of rooks. I'll go to b2. This will ensure that I can play knight f5, offer the queen trade, and then no, why did I play knight f5? Okay, it's probably still good. I thought he can maybe take, but queen d4 and knight g3, it should be quite good for me, I think. And if takes, then rook c7, there is rook b3. This is why I put the rook on b2. And otherwise I'll get in knight d4 if some bishop d1 or rook c3 is played. So even though I blundered that c5 pawn, the strategical prospects are just very good with that knight against the bishop in f3. So remember that strategy in the Benoni. Okay, queen there. What do I do? Queen d4 or just take? Or knight d4? What happens after knight d4? Surely he has something in store against this. But I want to see. There is queen d4 after this. And now I just allowed counterplay for no reason. So stupid what I did. Didn't have to play that at all. And I'm still not worse. Even after blundering 15 things in this game, I'm still not worse. Considering... Oh, that's a problem. I cannot play for a win, really. Okay, let's go here. Maybe now I can play for a win because this pawn seems to be a problem. I think I'm faster. Yeah, I'm faster for one move. Fortunately, my opponent resigned because there was this reconnecting thing. Because if he just played on it, I would probably lose on time because of this reconnecting. Oh, hello to Zorak. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing great. I was just busy with over the board and other things, but now I've decided to do another stream. Okay, E4. Not that familiar with this line, but I think I had a good position here. Castle, yeah, E5 should not be ideal. But even if he doesn't play this, let's see some what the engine says. And now E5. Maybe rook E8 first, then something like this. And then my idea, like, if I ever manage to get knight d7, knight e5, I think black is better. So that's why, for example, if I can do this, then h3 and let's say knight e5, and then you can go here, then black is supposed to be better. So that's why the engine is tactically aiming for stopping this with e5. But e5 immediately, this was just very good for me, I think. Knight d6 is best. Really, like, give up a pawn? Yeah, I blundered this, but then again, I just have enough play. And this was so unnecessary, like, I can just take on b3 and have a great position. Like, why would I have entered this? Now some queen f3, queen d4, f6 somehow holds, but allowing d6 and all of that, yeah. Here, yeah. Because it doesn't even matter. It's way more important here to keep this this blockade and the nice knight than this destroyed pawn structure. I was attracted by the destroyed pawn structure, but in general it doesn't make any sense to do this because now the passed pawn is actually strong, and I've traded my good piece for my opponent's bad piece. And okay, in the time scramble it was like everything. Who knows? Free blunders still better. Yeah, they were not real blunders, but I missed those moves. Yeah, of course I outplayed Nakamura in that game. But I lost. Like, when you look at his games, many players outplay him, but he just does better in time scrambles. But I didn't really want to continue playing after that game. But I did beat Carlsen I did beat Carlsen in 960 2 weeks ago. So. Yeah. The engine likes white in the Benoni, but there is always potential. Like one wrong move and it just goes straight to the black side. Especially in Blitz, I've had so much success. With the Benoni. Okay, I'm again getting this reconnected, losing time. I'm not even so slow today, but this thing is eating my time. Maybe it's eating my time usually as well. Okay, time for me to play this Ragozin line. My old pet line. c5 is wrong now, dc4 is main. You can also go knight c6 or c6. Knight e4, queen e7, queen d8, sorry. No, queen e7, sorry. And now I'll play this line with bishop a5 and queen d4. This is a tricky line because your idea after knight c6 is queen d6 or queen c5. Okay, I'll go queen c5 this game, and bishop b6 I'll go here, and then g4, g5. These are some deep ideas behind this structure. Maybe you've seen me play like this some time ago. But I haven't been playing this verse for some time. Okay, let's go g4, g5, bishop e8. I'll still do this. f6 or f5, I think I take this one. At least I've calculated this in advance, because if takes, I can take this one, then go knight e5. It looks very good. If it takes this one, I take h6. Bishop f3, I can take this one, of course. Yeah, take. And now we have a very, very good position. Do I go to e5 or to d4? I'll go to d4. It feels like I'm controlling more squares from this. Ah, but I forgot about this. I was supposed to go to e5 then and play f4. Because now I cannot defend this in a good way. Okay, I'll go knight c5. Yeah, but I'm stronger in 960 than in classical because it's just without theory and without their deep million moves prep. I mean, I can parry there. I mean, I can definitely beat many players in 960. Okay, I'll play bishop f5 and then I'll think whether to take or to go knight e6. Now I'll take that for sure. If king h8, maybe I would go knight e6. And the rook is hanging, so I guess... I mean, maybe rook d5 is the move. I don't really believe it. Yeah, rook d2. This is what I expected. Let's go b4. Protecting stuff. Bishop c6 is... I could have played last move, but I don't think it will escape. How do I play this position without allowing any nonsense? Let's go here. That way I can maybe threaten knight e4. Now I'll take bishop a5. I have this one. Bishop c5. Well, then I take and okay, knight b3. What's the big deal now? Who is this? It doesn't say. Okay, this was a good game, but I was just better out of the opening. My opponent wasn't familiar with the line. This game can also be maybe important for the viewers to learn new lines. Black has to be quite careful here. I won some over the board games because they don't know this g4 g5 thing. Knight d4 first, and I keep the option of knight e6, makes sense. And knight d4 was better. Yeah, this knight c5 saves the day actually. I was actually hoping for rook c5 with a funny double attack. But even there, rook c5, there was bishop g6, so it's not winning. Yeah, okay. This game I'm happy with. I played 2 out of the 3 games which I said. I was watching Hikaru's stream and he said you're very strong, but your profile pic on chess.com is too serious, he said. Oh well. I mean, he has way more experience in those time scrambles, so he beat me in that 10th game. But he didn't do anything out of the opening in 960 with white. His picture is... What is his profile picture? Oh yeah, that Santa Claus hat. My picture is surely more serious than that. Can't argue there. Okay, one last one. Where did I start actually today with rating? What was the first game? I started with 2950s. No, I started with 2566, I think. Yeah. I don't feel like going for 3000 or these things. It's more about learning here. Okay, let's go e4. For the last game I want something sharper. Okay, we got this line, the boring stuff. I mean, I said that I want something sharp, I want a long castle, but I don't think it's very good when I play d3, so I'll just keep it normal with short castle. Then f4. Rook d1 is also a move, but this is not all that sharp. Okay, guess I'll take this. I don't think I have anything in this structure, but there is some strategical prospect. This knight is extremely stupid. So if I fix this, I'm probably strategically winning. Or not winning, but... Oh, that's a blunder, I think. I can go here. Rook f6, I can still take. No, it's not a blunder. There is queen f6. No, I should have taken him. Focus, new game. Everything before this didn't exist. Let's keep going. Does f5 work? Probably not. Then let's go knight e4. At least this knight is fixed. I'm missing a lot of tactics. Really a lot. Hello to Trident chess. I'll go knight f3 back. Now they're considering I missed my chance to take on e6. I'll reroute the knight elsewhere. Something smells fishy here. Don't see it right off, but I'll sacrifice this on instinct. And just go some knight h4 or something to attack f4. I mean, I didn't see anything concrete, but something smells off to play like this with the rook on a7. Maybe it holds for blank. I don't know. We'll see. The knight is important on h4 to cover this. Without this move, I would not be able to create that many threats. This move, I'm pretty sure is best. It's a good way to parry the threats. Do I have something? Knight g6. Bishop g2 is checkmate. The idea is to just take. Take everything and then go for the attack somehow. As I've said, I want something sharp. This is the last game, probably the last game. You know how that stuff goes. It's always one more. Take. No, knight g6, I wanted... No, knight g6 hangs checkmate. If I take this one, queen f7 is not defendable, right? This is that rook on a7, which I'm playing against for this whole game. This is why I wanted to open things up and sacrifice f4, because some instinct told me, even though I don't trust my instinct, and I teach my students to trust calculation, not instinct. In Blitz, sometimes you have to. And yeah, the instinct was telling me that this just works. I'm very curious to check with the engine. Honestly. e5 was not ideal. Yeah, queen e6, I saw it with knight t4, but I didn't see it immediately. No worse. Rook f4 and then worse. Surprisingly. Queen d6 and then somehow you cover everything. Knight f4, yeah, queen e5, knight h4, this was good. Rook f4 first. Yeah, this I didn't see knight e8, but it's a very nice move. Rook d4, now I'm worse. Yeah, this is it, one wrong move and the game is done. One wrong move. Okay. So that's it, right? Rook and a7, worst rook in history. Maybe last game now. I can challenge Hikaru in case he wants to play. Okay. If Nakamura wants to play, no. You're not able to challenge Hikaru. Okay. Then it should be. Then I should end the stream with this. I think. Or should I play to 3000? Okay. Is there someone watching? You guys, if there is someone who is watching, well, except Zerk, let me know. One more end the stream. Hello to Labu. You want one more, right? Oh well. Let's go. I'll play d4 now. Last game I played e4. Check out my course on this. On Chessable, although it has not been updated and it should have been. Stage 5 line I don't have covered, for example. Because it didn't exist back when I was writing the course and then I never updated it. What could possibly go wrong? But if I lose, I'll probably end. I can't understand the time management here. Like, does he know the line or doesn't he know the line? This is a wrong move. It's wrong to allow this bishop to survive, because now the whole point of h5, bishop h6 is to either take on d3 or exchange this. Now he achieves neither. No, I don't believe in this. Now with this when this knight is here, it's almost never good. When this knight is stuck behind this wall of pawns. Even though he has the c file and all of this. In knight c7 the idea is usually a5. And the antidote for white is usually this, to go b5. Even though it looks strange, after a5, b5, the knight from c7 cannot go here anymore. And or do I go to f3 now, maybe? Go to e2, because if I go to f3, I'll be probably more vulnerable to knight h7, f5. I still haven't excluded the possibility of long castling. Let's go f3. My opponent did manage to stop a5, b5 though. Oh, he wants knight b5 actually. Do I care? Probably not. So let's go g4. That's why I played f3. I went g4 and then counter this f5 nonsense. And I forgot about knight d4 clearly. Oh man. Is it good though? Knight e4, maybe knight e4, but then I can take this. I don't see how it works, to be perfectly honest. So I'll ask him. Maybe he just wants to open up this bishop. But that's a big pawn, that's a central pawn. My king is a bit exposed, I'm not sure where I'll go with it. Maybe here it's safer. We'll see. Always end with win. Always rage quit. Yeah, I've done both. I've ended the streams with both wins and losses. Okay, let's go here. I think the king is safer on b1 or b2 than on this side of the board. Yeah, what my opponent is doing is surely right. But even after a5 and he takes and everything here, still the structure, considering I've played it so many times before, is not supposed to be all that problematic. Let's go bishop e2. There is a reason for this, so that way I can go here and h4, and then the queen can take on d4 later. And these ideas are all, it's not of course the same position, but all these ideas have been mentioned in my Chessable course, so I'm definitely familiar with them. And I know what I'm doing in this King's Indian. If there is one opening I know what I'm doing, and it's this one. So now knight here is the idea. Then I need to search for my own counterplay. e5, then this is going to hang. So now can he take like this, go rook a4? No, not yet. But maybe soon. Now I have a feeling I'll blunder this game away somehow. Okay, let's go rook f1 for a start. gf7 is a big threat, I guess. Rook c4 is slow. Even after this king c2 there is not much, and I'll get in rook f6. It looks totally winning now. But again, I've messed up worse, so we'll see. There are these ideas, quite a lot of them. Rook c4, how to parry that? Okay, like this. It was definitely very bad, everything I did here. It's probably still winning though. I don't care. I'll win on time. Oh, this was a mouselet, but I mean, I don't care. How can I mess up every single winning position? Yeah, everything is wrong here except knight d3. That much I know, because if they leave the bishop, yeah, then basically strategically I'm winning here. But it's never easy in the King's Indians, because no matter if strategically winning, there is always tingling counterplay there. And long castles, yeah, yeah, I think I played a decent game here. F5. It's not so clear. Like, it's clear, but not so clear. bc4 hg, knight b4, and then, yeah, it gets a lot of counterplay. Here I'm even lost after queen f8. Oh man. Okay, let's play a rematch. Everyone bite now. Yeah, I appreciate that, Zeraka. I'll end this is the last game, definitely, no matter if I win or lose it, or draw it. It doesn't matter, but I'll end it with d6. The other stuff I have in the course. Okay, let's take here. After a4, if I remember correctly, this is what I gave. Bishop g2. Is that the move? What's the move here? Where is this even given? I don't know. I want to provoke castle, then maybe I can attack with some g5, h5. My opponent gives up the pawn. Why? I'll take the pawn before there's problems. Follow the course. 1d6. Best by test, must win. It's not a must win, come on, this is just for fun. Okay, there is some counterplay, but a6 is probably a problem, because this is very weak, so I have... Oh no, knight c6. Now this move I blundered already several times in the past blitz sessions, but maybe the position itself is not clear then. Because knight c6 is also being threatened, not only a6. Strange. Oh well, we fight on. Something tells me there will be no 3000 this stream. Position is just very bad here. H6 is hanging, so I cannot even play for tactics. Oof, why did I go there? It was rook b6. Okay, I'm blundering really a lot this game. Yeah, bishop f6. And like, I have no counterplay, like, whatsoever. Position is extremely sad. Extremely sad position. He doesn't even want to take this one, he wants to take the other one. But I definitely need to see what has gone wrong in this game. This is important for the course as well. I mean, there is a million wins here. I don't know, I should just resign the game. Okay, I need to see this in the course. Like, if the engine says this is actually best for white, then we're gonna have a problem. Or did I mix the line here? Maybe I mixed the line. G2. F4. Yeah, that works. Okay, you live and learn. You live and learn. Wait, I want to see this in the course. I'll just open it up quickly. On the other monitor. So h3. Which move did he play? Bishop e3. Ah, okay. I never managed to castle. Yeah, I mixed the line completely. Because I gave him the additional option. Okay, never mind. Will there be updates coming for the Chessable course? Yeah, at some point I'll update it. I don't know when, but there are some things to update, that's for sure. Like that stuff Eric Gaishi played against me. Also there's some other problematic stuff. I think this year, but I don't know when. Okay, chess.com is also really laggy. So with this, I'll end the stream. I'll thank everyone for watching. And I hope to see you some other time. I don't know how much I'll be streaming these days because I'm quite focused on coaching over the board and many other things. But I'll definitely see you around. So I will create a raid. Yeah, look at this. Chess.com is just going crazy. Okay, thanks to everyone who was watching. Hope you'll have a good night and good rest. Best wishes. Thanks again, and